Okay, so I'm back in level one. I did get a start menu working up in here, and so I took that background, that one big stripe of the forest background, and I just changed the color of it so it looked darker because it was way too bright to be a forest green. It was like all happy. So I did that for that. Hit play with another level, same background. It should be about where I left it off because I was trying to rebuild everything. So we're going to add some bad guys. So let me go to the scene, and we'll start building a prefab of a bad guy up in here. Let me move that. What in the world? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just fixing something here. It's on the canvas. I've got the game manager, and I need to set. Yeah, the spawn point reset to 0, 0, and I had it at 94 and -31. So I'm just going to change that so I don't go all the way backwards if I die. Okay, so that's good. So I've got this area right in here is going to be nice for what we want to do because we're going to make this eyeball guy that goes back and forth. And when he hits a wall, he'll turn around and go the other way. So I've got a space for it. You can just drop a block wherever you're at. Just make sure that he has got something to run into. Then he'll go back and forth and ping pong. Otherwise, without something, he'll just go off an edge somewhere and hit some spikes and take care of himself, I guess. So I'm going to make a game object 2D. I'm just going to go ahead and make a circle. And I'll move this up this way. There's a good base for our eyeball, evil eye sprite. Let's see what instructions I left here. So that's fine. And then like 43, 24, and we're just moving up the layer. So we're going to give him a red eye and then a black pupil. Okay. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, this is just an easier way to do it because we've got programmers in the room as well. And stacking circles is a lot easier for them than drawing stuff. Yeah, there you go. All right, so I've got Evil Eye. I just renamed him. He's still just a dude. I'm gonna go ahead and add the Circle Collider 2D. Do I need a rigid body? I probably need a rigid body. So I'm gonna do rigid body 2D. And then I'm going to add a child eye to this eye. So I'm going to right click. Yeah, it sounds weird. 2D object, sprites, circle. And so now I've got another circle here. And that's the one I'm going to change to a nice red, something deep. And then the scale, I think we said was like 0.43 or something. And I'll slide that forward so we can tell forward from backwards. And then I do want to, it's showing up nice for us now, but don't trust it. I'm going to up the order and layer by 1. So I is at 0, then this one's going to be at 1, and we'll do it again. So I can make it I'll still make it a child of that. So grab the base evil eye again, right click, 2D object, all the way down the list. Another circle. Go ahead and call this pupil. Black. And then I just changed it to like 0.26, something smaller. Why do you want them all to change? We'll move the pupil forward. He's kind of, yeah, he's kind of weird looking. So I've got my outer, the base eyeball here, evil eye, It's got a collider and a rigid body, and then as children, it's got two more smaller circles under it. Um, and then I made sure to change the order and layer so everyone was at least a layer higher. Okay, so he, I think, will do what we need him to do. I'm going to give him one more collider. Make it a box collider 2D. And this is going to be the trigger that'll just tell him that he bumped into something. We'll need a script for that, yeah. I'm getting the prefab set up, and then we'll write some scripts. No, the circle collider is going to be his actual physicality, and the box collider I'm going to change to a trigger, and I'm just going to move it up here. So it just looks a little invisible eye beam here coming out of his pupil. Maybe not that far forward. So when this trigger hits something, then we'll turn him around and go the other way. All right, that's set up. Let me see the script. I think I'm going to use the same script for both. So pit monster, we decided to call it. Yeah, because it's going to have some walls around it. So we'll make a pit monster class, and then we'll make a prefab out of this guy. So I'm going to go to scripts. I'm going to that one doesn't exist. It's gone. So I'm going to make a new one. Did you just slap her? Andy, kill him. Oh, wait, we're recording. Never mind. Okay, so create mono behavior script. We'll call it pit monster. Wait. It's an empty script that's not even on anything yet. What is taking so long to figure out? All right, so I'll add that script to this guy. So we'll add the pit monster script that doesn't do anything yet. And now I'm going to go to my prefabs folder. Hope I don't. Yep, I already had one from before. We're just going to nix that real quick. That'd be cheating. We're not using last year's. Okay, now I'm going to take my evil eye, or whatever I named him, drag him in here, and now I've got a prefab of him. And all we need to do now is the code, which is, the easy part, right? There it is. Somebody agreed with me. Why is it easy? Because we just copy paste. We'll look at it. I'm just going to grab all the interior of that. In here. All right, so we've got a public Boolean for go left. And then we discovered last week, was it negative left is right or negative right is left or something? Yeah, negative right is left. So anyway, we just got a Boolean, go left. And if not go left, then we're going to guess go right. So it's got a Boolean for which way he's facing. We've got a move speed. So he'll move at a rate of 2. 2 what? I don't know. 2. And then I've got a direction here, which I guess it's set at -1. So that's going to be which way we're supposed to be going, moving. And then I've got a starting scale. I'm not sure why I have a starting scale here, but that's fun. Because instead of flipping him, we're using we're flipping the X scale to turn him around. Because he's not actually a sprite like the knight was, that we just flipped him. So we're negativizing. We're making it negative. So we've got our start, and if we're supposed to go left, then we're going left, which is a -1 on the horizontal, and then we set that scale so he's facing the right way. Otherwise, somebody told us we're not supposed to go left. We're changing direction, and we're flipping that X. It, yeah, yeah. Actually, this might work better than what we did with the knight, because this is flipping all of him, including his collider that's out front. And where with our knight, we didn't do that. We just flipped them. So it's a different way to do things. Might be better, just a little bit more code, but it actually does more for us. And then constantly inside of update, we're going to be moving in some direction by some move speed. And so that direction is either positive or negative. And then the move speed we can adjust in the inspector. And then we've got our time.delta time to smooth out any frame rate issues we might have run into. And then here is that little box collider in front of them. So on trigger, enter. So once it hits something, we're not going to check and see what it is. If it hits the player, if it hits a tree, a rock, if it hits another collider, then we're just saying go left equals not go left. We're just flipping it. Right equals wrong. Wrong equals no, that's not. Anyway, so that's done. We've got that on him. I don't think we've even tagged him as an enemy yet. He won't do anything to us. We won't do anything to him. But he's just going to bob back and forth, allegedly. Cross your fingers. Just because that's what we intended doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. Oh, okay, I guess that tree didn't stop him. He's doing things. He was behind the one tree. He hit us. Oh, I hit the wrong, yeah. Instead of clicking to fire, I clicked stop. Nothing should happen. Come back, dude. His phase is right there. It's fine. Oh! That's fun. Yeah, the bullet changes its direction. Hey, we're this way. No, just kidding. That's fun. Okay. So he does a thing. Let's go see what's next. So we need to add the epic fail script to the player. So then to the enemy. So the enemy can kill us just like spikes and water and everything else. So that makes him bad. Same one. Yeah. If anything that has epic fail on it hits the player, then the player fails. So let's do that. Evil Eye, I'm going to go into prefab mode here. And then I'll add epic fail. Did you order them in layer correctly? 0, 1, 2. Because if they're all in the same layer, then like Unity, I don't know if it flips a coin or like rolls a d20. I don't know what it does, but like every frame it might be like, no, we're gonna just change these, and it really doesn't know what to do. No, here. So Evil Eye here is, that's the edge radius. There it is. So for the sprite renderer, order in layer 0 over here on the side, and then the circle that's the iris, I changed to order in layer 1. I've got the pupil at 2 so that they're stacking that way. Otherwise, yeah, I literally don't know what Unity's doing. It's just, you're in front now. Okay, so that should kill us. We'll test it just to make sure. Well, he works. He can kill me. Now we need to level the playing field. So we've got this other one. We'll come back to that. All right, so we've got a couple ways we can do this. I can put a script on the bullet, which is not what I'm going to do. And the bullet can say, hey, I hit an enemy. And then the bullet kills the enemy. But then we're at one hit death every time. The bullet just says, boom, you're gone. So I've got this. The other way we can do it is I can put this enemy death script on an enemy, and I've got some conditions here. That's why I did the other one first. Okay. So we'll drag this slime guy in and set him up, and then we'll get the enemy death script for both of our guys. So copy this. Is that? It's two different. Okay, so we've got two different animations here. Yeah, save them both. Yeah, if you've got the whole folder. If not, this is an easy place to grab them. And so they're now in my downloads folder where everything else is. Don't judge me. I'm already mad at myself. Okay, sprites. Way too much going on in there. Oh, I've already imported mine. Here, I'll undo it. It's not here. We'll get rid of all the slime stuff. Slame? I don't know what slame is. We're going to get rid of that too. Fair. Okay, let's see what this guy's... What does he do? Okay. He's already been disconnected, so we'll just... Yeah. Oh, fair. All right, let's check the prefab. Yeah, things got weird. I don't know what's going on around here. But when I tried to, when I was trying to rebuild this thing, I think I ended up with some stuff I didn't need. Okay, so that's gone, which means, okay, he's still here. Oof. All right, so pretending we're starting over. I'm gonna get rid of all the slime stuff. Did I? Don't get rid of run. Looks okay. Yeah, now I've just abandoned myself. All right, so I'll drag those new guys in, slime and slime death. Start with slime. He's actually more impressive than that. He's so tiny. All right, let's see what I set those at. So 16 pixels per unit and all the regular stuff. And then we'll do 32 by 32 when we slice. So, all right, slime. Just the normal one. We'll get to death later. It's coming for us all. No, that was dark. Bilinear will change to point no filter, and then the compression will change to none, so it doesn't do any weirdness for us. Hit apply, and then open sprite editor. See, it did this auto cropping. I just don't like it. Awful. All right, so 32 by 32, we think. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got a bunch of like space over the top of them, but whatever. Okay, so that's sliced, apply, and then we'll repeat with the death one. 16, point no filter, none compression, apply. Yeah. It doesn't even know what to do with all of this. It's confused. All right, so slice by cell size again, and now we can see he's just going to splurt away. Is that a word? It is now. Okay, so we're going to do with him what we did with the other guy. I'm just going to drag him in somewhere. We use the same spot even. So I'm going to take Evil Eye here, and we'll just put him somewhere else. Do I have somewhere else for him to go? Yeah, he's just going to go in the water, and then the water doesn't even hurt him. So you go to my grid, and I can make some fences for him. Yeah, he'll be in the water waiting for you. That's why the water's deadly. It's got a bunch of ice lime up in it. What? There we go. All right. And some kind of rock. There we go. Paint that in on the level. Huh. I'm going to try and move this up here. We'll see if he can go up some of these. He might still hit this and just go back and forth. Yeah, why not? Okay. Get off of that. So now I'll drag slime in. Here. What? Yeah. That was wild. Like, leave it alone. Go away. Stop being a tile palette. There we go. Okay, slime. We'll drag him in. Call it slime animation. Here, and then we'll do pretty much what the other guy we did. So we're going to add a, what kind of collider? Let's do 2 boxes, I guess. Let's do a box collider for him. How tall does he get? Not that tall, right? Yes, thank you. Box collider 2D is much more helpful. I'm going to pull that down so that we don't just die when we get into his airspace. And we'll leave the rest of that. We'll give him his rigid body 2D. We'll switch it up. And so this time we'll use a circle for his eye, just so we can tell the differences. For his trigger. We're just changing it from what we had on the other one. And then that's going to be forward. So thereabouts. So just off in front of him like that. Yeah. If he's moving this way, then this trigger will say, hey, turn around. No, yeah, he's going to be capable of that all on his own. Yeah, that's what the box collider is for, exactly. So we're going to name him Slimy Batty, and then we'll add Epic Fail. We'll add Pit Monster, which should all work the same way. So he should be just like the eye, and he should be able to kill us, and then we'll work on being able to kill both of them. Yeah, you run into the slime, boom, he's your checkpoint. Why not? Being moved by the coin? Oh, because, yeah, it's just whatever. So dude's bopping this way, and he turns around. If not for the direction of those eyes, I wouldn't know which way was forward. He's working. And yeah, that still works. Works. Okay. Well, I don't know why that's not working. Okay, so he works. Now we're going to get into our next script. Oh, I guess we need to make the other clip. So we did the slime animation. Yeah. Yeah, so we can use the same animator here, and so now that we got this open, so we got Slimy Batty. Once I got him selected, whatever you called him, If I go to this window, then he's got his regular animation. And now I can just hit this drop down, say create new clip, and then whatever we called it, slime, death, splat, whatever. And then we'll drag in all of these frames. Whoa, and that's going really fast. Where's the other one at? Went from. I added each of the frames from the death one and pulled it up. And for whatever reason, that's set to 60. I'm going to go back to 12. All right, so I got slime death. I opened it up and just like clicked and then shift, click all the way to the end and grabbed all, 7 frames there and drug those up. You might be able to drag the whole thing in there, but I did it by frame. So we assume that's going to work. So create a new clip, samples of 12. We need to get into the slime animation. So we need a new trigger called got killed. And that's it. So slimy animator. There's our slime animation that we come into by default. And then I need a transition to slime death splat. Come up here to parameters. I'll add a new trigger. I think, did I copy it? Yes. Nope. That was a whole script. Not going to do that. Sort of. Yeah, we're going to get there. Hold on. Got killed. Oh, nope. It's still a whole bunch of script in there. All right. You know what? That's going away. We'll get a new one. Trigger. Got killed. Or became unalived or whatever. And so now I've got my transition from slime animation to slime death. I'll add the got killed trigger. Yeah, we don't want an exit time. Whatever happens, whatever state of his moving is in, we're just going to jump straight into the splat. And then once that's done, we'll make a transition to exit. Just go away. Solo and mute checked in the inspector window for the transition. All right. So we're just going to go from splat to exit to you don't exist anymore. So that's that.
Going with the sliding death animation to play it all the way out before it exits.
Yes. Yeah, no condition. So let's actually double check that. Slime death splat. Okay, yeah, we don't like that. So let me take the loop time off of that. So I went and found the little triangle with the lines. I'm gonna turn loop time off because otherwise you're just gonna keep going. When there's no loop time, then it knows it ended and it'll transition to the next thing. Good catch. Okay, so that's at speed 1, that's at speed 1. And this loops because yeah, he's always in motion until he's not alive. Okay, now we get to write another script. This, just for example, don't do this thing. We're going to use the enemy death. I'll grab the interior here. Yes. Or enemy has been discouraged from being in our world, or whatever you want to call it. Yes, yeah. And I've already got one. Is this exactly what I want? Probably is. That's what I called it. You call it whatever. So I'm getting an animator. On start, I get that component that's on the enemy. He should have an animator. And then here on trigger, what was that? A dinosaur? Is that a screech in the hallway? Okay, so on trigger enter, and so he'll have a trigger on him, I guess, if it hits his eye, because he's got a trigger on his eye already. So if the other thing that hit him is a bullet, so we're going to tag our bullets, then, well, we're going to destroy the bullet, because we don't want it flying through 20 enemies. We're not that cool. One shot per bullet. So we'll destroy the bullet as soon as it hits the enemy. And then if I've got an animator's not equal to null, then I'll set that God killed animation and give myself a half a second to play the animation before I destroy myself. Otherwise, if we don't have an animator on us, because we're just that little slime, the little eyeball, he doesn't have an animator, then we just immediately disappear. Unless you want to animate a whole like bursting eyeball flying out, y'all go off. All right. Is it? All right. So I think he's all set up except for that. So I'm going to add the enemy enemy death script to him, and I'll make a prefab out of that guy. And then my evil eye, I'm going to go into the prefab of him and also add the enemy death script. And so he should just disappear, and the slime should go and then disappear. If you can find a good sound for it, then add that as well. I didn't tag my bullet yet. Yep, so that's not doing anything for him. Cool. We didn't actually need the enemy tag. That was if we did the other way, with the bullet was actually doing the thing. So I'm going to go to my prefabs. Here's my energy orb. This should be what I'm firing. And that one says it's already tagged. What in the world? No, I just got to tag the bullet, but I've got... Let's go to my night fellow here and see what he's up to. Oh, it's not energy orb. I had something called bullet thing, which I can't find. Maybe in the other prefabs folder. See, yeah, there we go. So bullet thing, that's the thing I'm actually firing. It's untagged. So I'm going to go ahead and give it the tag bullet. If you don't have a tag bullet, make a tag bullet. Capital B is what I use in the script, so that's what we want the tag to have. You can use whatever you want. We may even be able to put emojis and stuff in there as variables. Sometimes you can do that. But yeah, as long as it's tagged, it should work. Okay, so that prefab is now tagged bullet. And we save the level, and let's just see if we can defend ourselves. What? Oh, juicy fruit. That's terrible. Oh, great, now I'm trapped. I can't get to the eye because I lost my golden jump. It's just a mess. You have some solutions for that? Okay, we'll look at those. Let me just put I'll just drag an eyeball in here. Okay, so I'll put another eyeball up in here. We'll throw them everywhere. On the slime? Did you make it? So there. Oh, wow. I should have. That is fantastic. Okay, so that's working. Let's see what else we're supposed to do. Guess that's it. So we got an eyeball that does all that. It kills us. We kill it. We got a slime. And this is where, did we show, Xander, did we show that to just a couple people? Did we show that in class when we showed that video?
We showed I think we showed the boss video, but I'm happy to watch it again.
Yeah. So, 2 simple enemies we made. That's all I'm requiring. The slime and the eyeball. If you would like to make other enemies, there's extra credit points available depending on how cool they are. So add some extra enemies, have the enemy actually attack instead of just like we run into them and insta kill. Xander got full credit for a boss battle. All of that. Your hand. We need Sean.
So, will there be like could there possibly be a tutorial posted somewhere that maybe projectiles look at fire before movement? Because I've been trying to figure out how to do that. You're right. Yeah, no. Like let's say like there's a skull shooting at you.
So here we go. Literally transform.look at. Okay. That's what I would do, as I would make that work. I don't know what else to tell you. We can look at it later. All right. Xander, did you put that? You put that in the Discord, maybe? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there was some weirdness that year. Here we go. So Xander decided to go. That was the moment that I knew I picked the right neighborhood. Ridiculous.
When you want to do your homework, you know you picked the right neighborhood.
Yes, yes. I may not have picked the right. No, I'm fine. Okay, so we just need 2 enemies. We need to interact with them, and then if you've got extra time between now and Monday night, grab some extra credit. Yes, sir. The third's not required. Yeah. So in the rubric there. Oh no, you're right. Yeah. We need a third enemy of some kind, and then you can get extra for ones beyond that. Correct. Yeah, I misread my own rubric. So the question marks here just means it's up to you. Bring in, I don't know, pictures of Xander. test your main character from your final projects as an enemy in this. Well, then if you go back and do the eyeball, then you're done. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the eyeball's easy enough as a primer that we have an eyeball and we go to slime, and then the third enemy is up to you. But yeah, you're right. I would have completely been lying to you. Matthew saved all of your lives and said, "Wait a minute, that looks like it's required because there's actual points." So we almost walked away with 20 points on the table. Everyone was going to do bad on this assignment. So you just need a third enemy, and that third enemy, do something else with it. Have him bob up and down, like just slightly different. Yeah, he walks up and just like smashes you. Do you remember? Well, you probably don't. Never mind. Bonk the caveman. Yeah, he was on the failed TurboGrafx 16 console, and then they eventually said, "You know what? We'll make a port for the Nintendo because that's what everyone's playing." So, all right, that's that. With that, and whatever your third enemy is going to be, get creative. Uh, we're going to be done with Forest of Doom. From here on, we're going to start pretty much. There may be one or two other homework assignments, but we won't be doing this like examples in class. We will start coming to class, working with your groups on your finals, and then every couple of weeks demonstrating what you've done with your group on your final. And if that's just a video of you fighting, then that's not going to be worth as many points, but it's at least honest. Yes. Thursday we're gonna start breaking out into groups and working on the final project. I will have at least 2 other rooms booked for us for the rest of the semester, and then we'll come up with some way to sort everybody out and say, the kebabs have to go to this other room, get out of here, or whatever. And between myself and the tutors and TAs, each room will have some people present, and you just get together, and it won't be as loud as everyone in the same room. We'll just work on stuff. Yeah? Okay. The WebGL. Did I not demonstrate? No. Okay. So, you know what? Here we go. So, I've got Forest level 1 here, and it's all saved. And I've got my build profiles over here. So I've got a start menu. Oh, I've got 2 level 1s. I don't want that. So level 1, level 2. So with all of that in my build profiles, I come here to, nope, it's still in profiles. Okay, go back to build profiles. So right now, my active build is Windows. Some of you, your active build might be Mac. When we downloaded Unity through Hub, we had the option of including it's not even WebGL, they call it something different now. So I'm going to go here to manage. Here's my install. Add modules. Mine should already be there. Web build support. If you don't have it, you can come in here and click on it and install, and then you get web build support installed for your Unity. Now, once that's done and it's installed, I can go here into build profiles, and I can click on web since it's not grayed out on my list, and I can say switch platform. And then it's going to take, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, who knows. It's going to change all of my stuff up to be ready to be built for the web. Then we can build it and host it on like play.unity or unity.play or whatever they're calling it. And so your game can be playable online. Not on a mobile browser yet. I don't know, man. I don't know. So when you go visit your family for Thanksgiving and Christmas, you can flex on them hard. Oh, it's only been busy for 50 seconds. While we're waiting, give that a minute. All this is optional. Thursday we'll get together and we'll figure out what rooms each team's going to go in. We also have this Halloween Piskel contest going on. You don't have to use Piskel, but like it's what we discovered in class. Use whatever you want. Make some kind of little Halloween themed GIF and submit that. That's worth some extra credit if you so choose, unless your name's Sean. And then totally not required, and definitely not enough points to shift anyone's grade. So this isn't going to save you. But if you want to wear a costume on Thursday, you can wear a costume on Thursday and like get extra points or something for it. Sean? No. Next? No, what's up?
So for the pistol contest, can we reuse what we have for the Forest of Doom boss battle?
Is it fall and/or Halloween themed?
Kind of.
What the what?
What is that?
I mean, yeah, add lots of blood. Red particles to it. You'll be fine.
It was a reaper.
Oh, this guy.
Lord.
Did it? Oh, it's still going. I did say it'd take a few minutes. It says it's active, but it's still trying to figure itself out. So while we're still recording and while you're still sort of listening, Thursday stuff gets real. If you don't know where your entire team's at, you may want to start like contacting them. Ask them if they're still in the class. Okay, we'll give that another couple minutes. Preview the next thing. So that's our last in-class homework thing. Thursday we'll be working on stuff. Next Tuesday we'll do another demo. So this time next week we'll be seeing how far you got. Then we'll work on stuff. I still don't know if this usability thing's happening. That's why it's not published. By November 20th, I would like a video essay response to one or more guest speakers. Just you in front of the computer, spilling your heart and soul about what Dr. Homer meant to you, or whoever. Trying to address some of these questions, right? Like what stood out to you? Did hearing Dr. Reeves convince you that you made the right choice to be a computer science major, or no, I don't know, whatever. So at least 1 minute, but don't go over 3 minutes because, man, I ain't going to watch your director's cut nonsense. That's that. So we want that by November 20th. Then we've got a whole nother week. Like it seems like, I'm going to change the date on this. It seems like that's in the wrong week. That's why. Thanksgiving seems a long way away. Also, before Thanksgiving break, your last Unity assignment is going to be this. All right, so there's no way you've already learned everything you need to know to do the final. If your group project final is only exactly as good as we did Forest of Doom, If it's less than that, you've failed. We're going to assume you need more. So we found a bunch of these. You can find more. If you want a visual health bar or a different way of 2D shooting, we got some melee combat, turn-based combat, how to do a boss battle, or just ask Xander. Another heart, more melee combat, boss battles, 2D effects, so particles and stuff, sparks, red liquid that flies out of enemy, whatever. a little more on sounds and audio and all this kind of stuff, pathfinding. So we found a handful of these. If one of these works for you, awesome. If not, there's about 200,000 YouTube videos out there on how to do small 2D things in Unity. So each of you individually find a tutorial, quick, like 15, 20 minutes at most, right? Find a quick 2D thing that's going to help with your project, with your team. Don't everyone on your team do the same thing. So we've got, that's not the team name. We got Team CML here. If they all do transitions, that's not helpful. So each of those three should pick a different useful thing for their final project. Just a quick snippet of that. I don't need to see an entire, game that's got 2D enemy shooting. Just a quick scene that says, look, here's what I learned. Look, the shooting works. And then you're going to send me the link to whatever tutorial you followed. So that's that. We want that before Thanksgiving. I can move that a little bit. That's it. That'll be kind of the last of the big homeworks. And that's just on you. Just go do it.
So is it a separate game or part of the team project?
So I want it to be helpful for your team project. I don't want you to have to turn in your whole team project. So what I would do is the first time I follow that tutorial, I would just start with a little prototype scene and just make the thing work. Give me that, and then you can go incorporate it into your final. Make sense? All right. Did you have a question, or would you just wave? Did I not see one of your hands up?
No, I'm just nodding. Yeah.
Oh, you're okay. He's nodding. All right. I hallucinate sometimes. It's fine. Has nothing to do with that. Anyway, so back to the most long-winded answer for a question ever. So once you switch to web fully, then you can do a build, and then you get a whole package of a folder of stuff that you can upload. I will try to drop some instructions on the Discord. I think a couple of people have done it already in here when that was offered as an extra credit assignment. And it's just, everything mostly works the same. Some of the physics are a little different in web, but for the most part, it all works. And you get to, whatever your Forest of Doom is, you'll get to play online for the rest of your life, or at least until whatever website you upload it to goes down. This is what, so the stuff that you can play in the browser, like on itch.io, this is what it is. Otherwise, you're downloading an exe and some files. But the stuff you can play in browser is this web stuff. Good. Did we answer all the questions? Think so? Matthew, you had a question? Okay. Yes. Well, oh, yeah. Instant win. Good point. So you can wear costumes on Thursday if you want some points. Totally not required. If you're already in costume on Thursday, you might as well hang out because Matthew and the DET Club is going to have some kind of party that evening and carve pumpkins or throw pumpkins or smashing pumpkins. Carve, okay. Not paint? Okay. All right. That's it. I'm good. Questions? No. Excellent.